Inhale, exhale. One more time, we'll take a deep breath, inhale, and let the diaphragm extend. On the exhale, allow it to relax. And take one more deep breath in, and just on a really great sigh of relief, exhale. Whatever needs to come out. Let it out. One thing would be to do a hold. It's jiu-jitsu hold, I believe is how you say it. And you put your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your belly. And this hold is a hold that ignites a sense of safety, particularly with deep breath. So inhaling and allowing your diaphragm to extend, exhaling and just allowing your diaphragm to relax. And inhale and exhale, let your diaphragm just relax again. Inhale, allow the diaphragm to extend. We'll do a few more. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, we'll take a deep breath, inhale, and let the diaphragm extend. On the exhale, allow it to relax. And take one more deep breath in, and just on a really great sigh of relief, exhale. Whatever needs to come out. Let it out. Connecting to your breath with a hold is a very powerful way to send a message to your nervous system, stimulate the vagus nerve. I am ready to relax. It's safe to calm down. I would recommend anytime you notice yourself activated, fearful, anxious, frozen, right hand to your heart, left hand to your belly. Breathe in deeply, exhale completely. And just return.
This tool also in this book that I call high-fiving my heart, which I use constantly, which is also tremendously effective. And I know you have something very similar, but you just put your hands right on the center of your chest and you take a deep breath and you just say to yourself, I'm okay, I'm safe, I'm loved. And by putting your hands on your chest right here, you, of course, are toning your vagus nerve, which is a treasure, as you talk about, in your body. And it's an on-off switch. It flips off the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, and flips back on parasympathetic, resting, grounded, smooth nervous system.
The heart hold actually is something that was really a huge technique that saved me when I first remembered.
What did you call it? A heart
hold. Yeah.
Heart hold.
It's a jiu-jitsu hold, I believe, and it's the right hand to the heart, the left hand to the belly, and then there's the head hold. And these are for creating safety and, exactly like you said, just stimulating the vagus nerve and allowing the nervous system to settle. Another really simple one we can give people today is we have our friends at the Tapping Solution. It's the tapping tip of tapping on what's called the Gamut point. It's between the ring finger and the pinky finger, and that little meaty part right there, if you're listening, and tapping on that part. This is what I would refer to as the holy shit point. It's like when you're just freaking out and you need to just, really regulate, tap on that point, the Gamut point, and you can just repeat back to yourself, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I'm safe in this moment. I'm so safe in this moment. And breathe while you tap, really connect to your breath as you tap. And you can just keep doing this. When I was going through a really tough time working through some PTSD, I would have panic attacks everywhere. And this was something that saved me. And it was something, again, that I can turn to in any moment. My prayer for you is that you can start to open up your willingness to, in the moment, for 90 seconds, feel into that feeling, whatever it might be. And this is actually something that I did in my first book, Add More Ink to Your Life. I had a method called the 3 R's. I haven't taught this in like 11 years. Okay, here it is. Recognize, record, release. So recognize the feeling and the thoughts that go along with it, And then write it down. Just, give it some voice. Okay, right now I'm feeling this way. And then release it. Really just be in the presence of the feeling of it so that it can be transformed. So the releasing step is about breathing in for 90 seconds, breathing into the feeling, being present with the feeling. You might even want to do one of the holds that I've given you guys. The right hand on your heart, the left hand on your belly, which really establishes safety. And breathe into that feeling. And on the exhale, you let it go. And you breathe deeply into that feeling. And on the exhale, you let it go. And you just give yourself that full-bodied permission to feel into that feeling. And so the practice that I'm suggesting here is totally the opposite of the way we've been brought up, right? We got to move on, get over it, don't feel it, ignore it. But I want you to recognize, record, and release. And this is going to give you such a great presence of resilience. It's going to get you back into the flow of whatever it is that you were creating or whatever it was that you were happy about earlier. And it'll help you move through these big feelings without shutting them down. Big feelings are beautiful. Big feelings are good. Big feelings are necessary. Don't stop them. Don't shut them down. Stay conscious as you move into new things that you've been afraid to do. Stay conscious of how it feels again in your body, how it feels in your nervous system, and have practices, whether it be breath practices, meditative practices, the therapy, to come back and just regulate, because it's very jarring when you have been traumatized to then go back into old patterns that are now seemingly scary. So you want to really make sure that you're backing yourself up with self-regulation techniques, breathing. Just one example could be breathing in 2 strokes and out 1 long stroke. Just breathing in and then out through your mouth, and doing that for a minute or 30 seconds. And that practice will just totally send your nervous system the memo that it's time to relax and that you can be connected to your body and that you don't have to dissociate and go into fight flight. If you like this video and you want to get more Gabby, check out the next one right over here.